One of the girls, I think, is going to ask that Lisa question. It might be Molly, so just tell Molly. Go on, Joe, you can introduce the travel. I know you want to. It's a lifelong ambition. Off you go.
This is the travel. On Metal Radio.
With?
With?
Who's it with?
With Marky Mark.
Hey.
Aye, well done.
You're on, Marky.
Between Lovely Hill Junction and the Coal House roundabout. There are 3 vehicles in the outside lane, slowing things down. The tunnel's 15 minutes or so in either direction, and the 690 Durham Road heading into Sunderland between Thornholme Road and Beechwood Street has got temporary lights because a car hit a building earlier on. I'll be back in less than 15 minutes. In the meantime, if you know something new, give us a call over 914
Joe's just asked the question that everyone asks at some point, which is...
Are you actually in a helicopter?
No, but you know what he means. Yeah, oh, dear me. Wow. I've got a couple of recollections from that moment last year. First thing is, I'm sure you said you were going to pay everybody's phone bill.
Did
on
I?
our show, yeah.
Really?
They're not paying him that much yet. Waiting for his album to go platinum.
Everybody says that to us all the time. You owe me a fortune.
Uh-oh.
So thank you, everyone.
I think it was only ever going to be one winner, wasn't there, towards the end. You went on the X Factor tour, of course, and then since that period ended, give us a 30-second snapshot of New York, Sweden and all that stuff.
Basically just been everywhere recording, having meetings, rehearsals, just everything. Everything about the album. It's just been full-on photo shoots, video shoots.
And personal training, perhaps, because you seem to have got even slimmer.
Thank you.
Really?
Yes, I know you have.
Oh, sorry.
I wasn't actually talking to you. I think you've had that Joe's the star this morning, if that's okay. You do. You seem to. You do. I mean, in your video you look very slim, but you even, you know, in real life it's often the way. And you meet people, and you go, "Oh, you look tiny." Except for me, where you go, "Oh, you look."
Can I put that another way, Anna, if that's okay,
Yes,
Joe?
go on then.
I mean, I think there's always going to be another mountain. I'm always going to want to make it move. Always going to be an uphill battle. Sometimes I'm going to have to lose. Ain't about how fast I get there.
Ain't about what's waiting on the other side.
It's the climb. And how did you feel coming up Marston Hill at the Great North Run last week?
Thought my legs were going to drop off.
Oh.
I got halfway through. You know, I got halfway through. No, but I started and I thought, oh, well, this is all right. This is fine. Everything's great. Got halfway through and I literally thought I was going to die. Like, I had a massive stitch down the side of my stomach and it was just...
But the time that you got, what time did you get?
1:39.
You see, that's a phenomenal time. That's what I'm saying. Have you not become fitter this year?
Wait till you're 40.
I've run anyways, and maybe the training's made us lose a bit of weight, but I don't think I've lost any weight.
Why did you do it? Because I would have thought that Simon and that lot had you under wraps now, and to sneak out under the radar for a Great North Run, where you'll see there's a lot of people that are, you know, highly in the thick of media, people like Alistair Campbell and that, and at the time Jim Rosenthal from ITV was taking Heston Blumenthal to court, and there he was at the Great North Run, and your guard is down, isn't it? And, you know, in a controlled environment, you might have said something there that they didn't want you to say.
I can't be trusted in public, you know.
I know you can. Yeah, but not at the finish line, surely, when you're knackered.
No, it was for Teenage Cancer,
Yeah.
Teenage Cancer Trust, and I'm an ambassador for them now, so they asked us if I wanted to do any fundraising, and I run anyways, so I thought, why not give it a go?
I didn't think it would show, and that's no disrespect to you, but there's a history of people. This year, Duncan Bannatyne famously got a lot of mileage for his charity, then pulled out about 2 months before. We all know you only pull out in the week before, don't you?
You're going to do it properly.
Did you enjoy it though?
Yeah, I would do it again. Maybe it's not next year.
Yeah, have a year off.
But I would definitely do it again.
Okay, here's Charlotte with a question for Joe McElderry. You're on, Charlotte.
Hello.
Hi, Charlotte. You all right?
Will you follow us on Twitter, please?
He's sad.
If you leave your Twitter name, I'll follow you.
Yeah.
That's cool, though. That's cool, Joe.
All right, okay, I will do. Oh, nice to talk to you. See,
Oh, I don't think she can ask anymore. I think the tears and the emotion have got to her.
Do you know, that question was so deep I could have sworn Jeremy Paxman wrote it.
It was funny though.
How important is the social networking to someone launching a career right now in your eyes? I mean, it's something that you've probably grown up with, but elder artists have to embrace it, I think.
I think it's really helpful for not just for promoting, but even just, you know, to be in contact with fans and supporters, and it's kind of it's a great talking point and even a discussion point. You know, like when X Factor's on, you can talk about different things, and it kind of, it's good to get your opinions out there and know what everybody else's is. So
here's Lisa. Lisa, you're on to Joe McElderry.
Morning, Joe. Congratulations with your last 12 months.
oh, thank you, Lisa. You all right?
I'm very well, thank you, very well. Just interested, Joe, you know, once you'd actually won X Factor, do you still keep in contact with all the mentors and, you know, see them on a regular basis, or you just sort of dropped and then
Well,
after your record company?
He dropped George Michael like that, I'll tell you.
No, we do keep in contact. We speak via text messages and phone calls and things. Obviously, it's really hard to see everyone because everybody's all over the country, but we do keep in touch a lot.
Oh, brilliant.
So you do pop round to Cheryl's for a cup of tea and a custard cream occasionally?
when she's at home.
Yeah.
I don't think she's ever at home. She's that busy.
Would you like to talk to Joe? Lisa's on there, and she's... Bye, Lisa.
Bye,
Okay.
Lisa. Have a nice day.
Okay.
103 times.
Oh, my. Here we go. I
Thank
told you it was coming. The phone bill.
Thank you.
We've got the mystery voices, by the way, coming up. What do you mean you don't care? What if I said Joe would host the round? I know you don't know anything about this, Joe.
What?
We'll teach you on the spot, it'll be fine.
Okay.
Okay, it's £5,000 on the line. I think it's the least you can do, given that you've made everybody get disconnected by BT. What's coming up for you? Because surely you're going on the first live show, aren't you?
Yeah.
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 Didn't need to do any research for that question.
No, yeah. So that's in like 2 weeks' time. So we're getting ready for that, and just getting ready for the album being released and the singles released in 2 weeks. So it's kind of just rehearsals and getting everything ready. It's scary times.
And will Simon have quite a lot of input into that when you release? So he'll be there at the rehearsals and be telling you what you're doing right and what you're doing wrong?
Yeah, I mean, he's had a lot of input all the way through. You know, he's been phoning up, letting us know what he thinks of songs, and he's been heavily involved. I mean, obviously he's the head of the label, so he's my boss really. So yeah.
Did he say not to come on this show?
I don't think so. Why?
Okay.
Do you have a problem with something?
I just fell out with Gabriella Chilmy last week. That's all right. Here's a great text in. I think this is from a guy called Joel, who says, and I really think this is true, that you just look like you're so enjoying what you're doing. And I said to my wife after I watched the video, I said, you know what, this is so good because I won't say you were born to do this, and I won't say you were living the dream, but it looks like everything that you always wanted, and you are going to enjoy every single moment of it.
Yeah, I mean, you know, I feel so lucky to be in the position I am now, and 12 months ago I wouldn't have believed I'd be doing it. So I just kind of take every day as a bonus, I suppose, and I just have a blast with it.
I just wondered, is there any point at all in this year where you've just thought, oh my God, this is just all a bit too much? And any regrets at all? Any point where you just thought, I feel low, I feel just overpowered by it all?
Nah, not at all. If I'm honest, not at all.
Okay, well, you know, let's talk about this. The first day I was going on holiday, I think it was the 1st of August or something, I'm getting across Channel Ferry, and I pick up a well-known newspaper, and I thought, do you know what? You know what I'm talking about here. I thought, I really don't care, and it's not really any of my business. How did that come about? That suddenly ended up on the front page. Was that something you wanted to do, something you were pushed in to do, or did the newspaper come and say we're going to run this story?
No, it was something I wanted to talk about. I mean, I didn't want to announce it to the whole of Britain, if I'm honest, you know, I didn't expect it to be on the front page of a paper, which is quite surreal. But I just thought, you know, I just want to kind of get it out there and talk about it, and then it'll be kind of...
Yeah, well, guess what? We weren't surprised, but, you know...
No, I just wanted, just on that point, I worried for you, because I thought at the time, didn't it make this year very pressured? Wouldn't it have been easier for it to have happened earlier?
Well, no, because I was so busy with the show and everything like that, I didn't really think about anything like that, and I just kind of thought, I had a bit of time off, I had a time to think about things, and I just thought, yeah, okay, I know who I am, and let's just talk about it and be honest.
And has it made a jot of difference?
No, not really.
Of course not.
And I'm happy that I did it. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I was quite surprised it was newsworthy enough to be on the front page of the paper.
Did you kind of expect that was all going to, you know, when you became famous though and that you were in the X Factor, did you kind of resign yourself to the fact that there was going to be if you were a celebrity, there was going to be things coming out, whether they were true or not, things were going to happen?
Yeah, well, obviously when you get into the live shows, you're prepped about everything, and you're told that, you know, people might tell stories, people might say this, there might be speculation. You've just got to kind of ignore the press attention. But to be honest, I don't really pay much attention to it, and I kind of just, if I do see anything that's not true, I just laugh at it, because it's fish and chip paper the next day, and as you said, nobody really cares.
Thank you for that, Joe. I'm so glad that we spoke about that, and I'm also so glad that people see you as Joe McElderry, and that was just, you know, that day's news and tomorrow's chips. And cracking chips they were too.
From the redhead.
Okay, we've got travel coming up. We have got the Mystery Voices coming up. We've probably got about another 10 minutes. I know you're saying you've got to go. I'm in charge here over there. 10 minutes more. Joe McElderry. If you have something to say to Joe, you better say it now, please.